The Galaxy S10 has been sitting at the top of our battery test rankings for a while now, but it has yet to go up against maybe its biggest competition in the P30 Pro, as the fates of Huawei's Android future has been up in the air around security concerns. But with Huawei looking like it'll continue its Android journey, at least for now, we're back with the long-awaited battery test. So let's get right into it. So we'll start things off by jumping straight into the phone test, where after both phones go on the same 1-hour phone call, the P30 Pro drops by only 1%, giving it a 5 percentage point advantage very early on in this battery test. Now, we'll see if that trend continues here in the messaging test, because if it does, the S10 Plus is in for a world of hurt. But after 1 hour of texting back and forth with our chatbots, the two phones actually perform roughly the same. Here in the email test, we're opening and scrolling through the same set of emails, where after 1 hour of doing so, both phones drop by an equal 8% this time, showing us that the S10 Plus has recovered from that early fall in the first test. We'll see if the S10 Plus can actually turn things around this time in the browser test, where we're cycling through the same set of websites. But after 1 hour, that doesn't happen. The P30 Pro actually adds back to its lead, with it back again at 5% ahead. Moving on to Instagram, we're scrolling through the home feed just like you would in real life, where after 1 hour of scrolling, both phones again drop by an equal amount. So not much of a difference between the two outside of that first test. However, with both phones now going on a 16-hour standby, that might change depending on their optimization. And after the full 16 hours, that's exactly what we see. The P30 Pro continues to add on to its lead, with the phone now 9% ahead of Samsung's flagship. Heading into the YouTube test, we're playing the same set of videos in full screen on each phone, but it is worth noting that the P30 Pro has only a single firing bottom speaker, whereas the S10 Plus also has that second front-facing top speaker. This sounds like an advantage for the P30 Pro since it has less speakers, but because we calibrate the volume based off of their decibel count, the P30 Pro's single speaker has to actually work harder than either one of the S10 Plus's dual speakers alone in order to make up for the difference. And after 1 hour, the S10 Plus is actually able to cut down on the P30's lead by 1%. But the S10 Plus is still a whole 8% behind, which is actually a pretty big difference when it comes to battery. So we'll see if the S10 Plus can close the gap somewhat here in the gaming test, where the Snapdragon 855 processor under its hood may be more efficient than the P30 Pro's Kirin 980. But after 1 hour of gaming, the P30 Pro outperforms the S10 Plus once again, giving it the biggest lead it's had so far in this battery test, with it now a full 10 percentage points ahead. In the maps test, we're simulating navigation with GPS turned on both phones, and both phones constantly checking for traffic information, where after 1 hour of doing so, it's the S10 Plus this time that outperforms, with it dropping by only 9% compared to the P30 Pro's 11% drop, bringing the S10 Plus 2 percentage points closer to the P30 Pro, but so far, it's still the P30 Pro's test to lose. And after 1 hour of listening to music in Spotify, the P30 Pro shows that it isn't about to let the S10 Plus make a comeback, with it bouncing right back to its original 10 percentage point lead. Now, the S10 Plus only has 5% remaining as we head into Snapchat, which is easily the most intensive test that we've done so far in this battery test. Not only is the camera involved in this test, but we're also uploading video clips to Snapchat, which drained that last 5% on the S10 Plus in just 11 minutes, with the 15% on the P30 Pro lasting longer than any phone that we've tested so far, going a full 42 minutes into Snapchat, making the winner and the new PhoneBuff style battery test champ, the Huawei P30 Pro. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.